Just to be clear, those rubber duckies on Jeeps are super stupid. Bumper stickers? Don't even get me started on bumper stickers. Or Salt Life. Have you ever seen like Salt Life on like the window of a car? That's another one of my personal favorites, not favorites. Gentlemen, here's the deal. Today we're talking about cars' image, what it means, how it affects you, and some of the mistakes that you're actually making when it comes to the car that you're driving, the way that you drive, or the quality of the car that you're actually rocking. Gentlemen, the truth is, we talk a lot about image, right? What you wear, how you stand, your communication, your grooming, right? All of these things send messages to the outside world about what you are all about. And unfortunately, you don't typically get a second chance to make that first impression. Well, your car is an extension and a part of the image equation. And unfortunately, a lot of you are making some dreadful, drastic, horrible mistakes. Number one, let's talk about what you drive and what it says about you. You've got to understand that there are certain cars or automobiles that basically send a message about you. Now, does this mean that if you have a Subaru, you shouldn't rock it? No, of course, embrace it. Embrace whatever you drive. But just understand that if you're driving the little like Honda Civic and you got some loud ass exhaust and like it's ripping and roaring and blah, 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 you look like an asshole. The next thing you shouldn't do is make everybody around you listen to your damn music. Gentlemen, that is one of the biggest pet peeves I've got, is when I can hear your music when I'm sitting there next to you or you're driving by. It's obnoxious, it's rude, and honestly, it makes you look low class. Oh, baby, you. Driving like a jerk, whether or not that's tailgating, whether or not it's speeding, whether or not it's driving too slow or cutting people off or giving people the bird when you're driving by and you don't like what they did. Gentlemen, don't do it. Drive like a respectable gentleman. Something else that respectable gentlemen do is they don't have dirty, filthy cars. Clean. You got to make sure your car is clean. Whether or not it's on the outside or the inside, it's got to be clean. How many times have you like walked by a car, you peeked inside and it just had like trash or like junk or it just looked dirty, or you walk by a car and it's like just filthy? It just sends the message that you're lazy and that you're sloppy and that you just don't care. And if you have a date and she gets in and you've got like a McDonald's wrapper underneath the seat, you absolutely look like a little boy. Have respect for yourself, but also what you're driving in. The next thing we got to talk about, of course, is the way that it smells. If it smells like your ass, this is bad. If it smells like an overpowering car freshener, right, like those like ugly ass, like stinky synthetic Christmas trees, also bad. How many times have you gotten into like an Uber, right? You get in and it's just like, oh my God, like it's super pungent, super powerful. It is really off-putting, right? The way that your car smells is very similar to the way you smell. If you bathe in cologne or you're wearing like a cheap fragrance or just something that's generally stinky, you are repelling people as opposed to attracting them. Now, little tip, little thing that I do right here. Boom. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? That's drift. This is my new scent that I just got. It's called Yacht Club, and it is so sexy. Guys, drift is something that I would recommend every single one of you grab, because even if you think your car smells good, a lot of times we don't know when it smells bad. And the other thing is, why wouldn't you want it to smell amazing? Like, you like to smell great, and so you wear a sexy fragrance on your body. Well, drift is kind of like the equivalent to a fragrance for your car. All right, and the thing that I love is that they're not like super overpowering. They're not synthetic. They're derived from like natural botanicals and oils, and they always smell like luxurious and high-end. And that's the thing that I love so much about drift. And I also love the price because it's crazy affordable. Guys, here's the way that it works. You're gonna hit that link down below or scan that code, use the discount code ALPHA55OFF. That's gonna give you 55% off your first month of drift, which is literally making it like under $5. Month number one, you're gonna get this. It's like the starter kit. It comes with the little metal clip and your first fragrance. It just snaps right on. It's actually got a magnet, and then boom, right? Just like that. You just pop it on, and then when you're ready to replace it, boom. Next month, you're gonna get a new one. You pop it in, you throw that one out. Gentlemen, it's a huge, simple, easy way to keep your car smelling incredible. It's a subscription, which is something that I love, so that you don't like lose that sexy fragrance. Or if you're somebody that wants to switch it up and change it up because nose blindness is a thing, you can actually sign up for their Scent of the Month club, and then every month they're gonna send you a new fragrance. Guys, the deal is, drift is amazing. It's gonna make your car smell sexy as hell. Hit the link or scan that code, use the discount code ALPHA55OFF to get 55% off your first month of drift. You got what I need. Not wearing a seatbelt. Come on now, gentlemen. Not that you can really avoid it these days with modern cars because of that annoying dinging that literally you can't turn off, but come on, you gotta be safe, which means don't drink and drive, or don't smoke and drive. The amount of times I'm walking down the street or taking a jog or whatever, and I smell an incredibly pungent aroma that comes out of a car, it blows my mind. The amount of people that are effed up when they're driving these days is pretty scary. The other thing that's scary is the fact that when I'm running, I'm thinking about all the idiots that are on their phone texting and not paying attention to where they're going. Stop texting and driving. It is one of the most dangerous things that you're doing. And honestly, it's just a matter of time before you go off the road, you hit somebody or something else, bad happens, or you rear end somebody. It's just a disaster. It's also super annoying when you pull up behind somebody at a light, the light turns and they're just sitting there and you know what's up. You know what they're doing. They're sitting there like on their phone on Instagram, watching out for M videos, right? Now, I can't blame them for wanting to see what I have to say, but I can blame them for doing it there. Gentlemen, put your fucking phone away when you're driving. Bumper stickers, did we talk about bumper stickers yet? So here's the deal. I think bumper stickers are super stupid. I just don't think that they're really a good look for your car. And it's also one of those things where you automatically know that if you're putting a bumper sticker on your car, you're gonna alienate like 50% of people and just know that they don't like you, right? Like my mom, she was the queen of putting political bumper stickers all over her car, right? And my buddy used to joke that her car is this little Toyota. We called it the Toyota NPR because it was obviously that she's liberal. It's obvious that she's fighting the man, and it's obvious. But the thing that I just think about when I see people that are making a political statement or stand with their car, it's just it's just not a good idea, all right? I'm a firm believer that you should be involved, you should have your opinions and all that good stuff, but wearing them on your sleeve for everybody to see, I personally think is a mistake. A lot of people will disagree with me, but that's just my opinion, and I'm not wrong, just saying. Also, having those little stupid ducks up on your window or your dashboard, or stuffed animals in the back window. Seriously, I don't care if you drive a Jeep. I don't care if you're in a club. It's stupid. Let's talk about parking. Because this one is one that you see somebody parking like a jerk and you want to key their car. Not that I've ever keyed a car, but when I see somebody that's obviously ignorant parking in two spaces because they've got a nice car, or they're just an idiot and they can't drive, this is bad. It makes you look like a jerk. If you park in a handicap spot, this one is probably one of my top 5 things that people do that makes me want to punch them in the face. There's nothing more ignorant, in my opinion, than when somebody knowingly unhandicapped parks in a handicapped spot. The next thing you should never do, that's a huge mistake, is have bumper nuts on your car. I just can't even wrap my brain around people that hang stuff from their car, right? The bumper nuts, you've seen them, for the bumper, it's 2 big testicles. Are you kidding me? Don't do it. Also, your rear view mirror, another one. Don't do it. It doesn't look cute. It's not cool to have something hanging there, a necklace. It looks trashy. It makes you look low class, low budget, and you've got zero clue, and you're a little bit of a mess. Not opening the car door for a spicy senorita or your passenger. All right, now, true story. I've mentioned the story before, but I'm just gonna tell it because you gotta understand, you gotta be careful. All right, there was this girl that I went out on a date with. Her name was Lauren, super sassy and all that good stuff. It was our first date. And so I, being a gentleman, right, go to let her in the door. All right, I open the door, she gets in, and then I slam the door and I hear her scream. Ah, she screams, right? I'm like, oh my God, what's the matter? And she goes, my hand, it was at the door. I slammed her hand in the door and it ended up breaking 3 fingers, but I still made out with her. Yeah, mama, what's up? Tell you what's up. Don't do that. Be a gentleman. And don't you ever be a backseat driver. That is one of the most annoying things, right? If you want to drive, you can drive. But if I'm driving, I don't want to be critiqued. I don't want you all freaking out and being look out, stop, you're gonna, stop. Stop. Seriously, if you want to drive, you can drive. But if I'm going to drive, you are going to shut your mouth. And guys, don't forget, hit the link or scan that code. Use the discount code ALPHA55OFF to get 55% off your first month of Drift, which means you're gonna get your first month for under $5.